Hello everyone, I'm NoteKO, and today I'll be your guide on the basics of starting a LEGO Batman Any% speedrun. This is a very fun speed game with several pieces of tech, skips, leftover developer features, miscellaneous categories, and a bingo game mode, which includes frequent tournaments, in addition to showcases on speedrunning channels. To begin, we need to figure out what exactly you're playing on. The rest of this video only pertains to people playing on Steam, but if you play on any other version for PC, I'd highly recommend purchasing a Steam key on G2A for only about $5. Not sponsored. If you do have a computer you can play on. Otherwise, you have to craft your own 100% save file if you're on console. You can also skip to the next tutorial if you're on console. So before you launch the game, you'll likely want a save file to practice on. Here I'm on speedrun.com/LB, but I'd like to go to the Resources tab and scroll down to the 100% save file, where I'll click and download it. From here, go to your operating system's taskbar and type in %appdata% or %appdata%. In the navigation bar up top, double-click to the right of roaming and delete the word roaming. Then select local. Enter the Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment folder at the bottom, and then select LEGO Batman Saved Games. Drag and drop the 100% file you downloaded earlier into here. And if you already have a save file taking up the spot where your new file will go, just delete the existing one, as it should have the same number as the one you just downloaded. One last thing to note is that the file's number is one digit to the left of the actual save file you'll use in game. For example, if I download saved game 0, it would take up spot 1 in LEGO Batman. You can play this game controlling 2 keyboards, 2 controllers, or most commonly 1 controller and 1 keyboard. Choose whichever you think feels best. There's a video in the description that talks more about this, but for my convenience, I'll be using double controller. When you start LEGO Batman, scroll down to Options. Here you want to turn off Enhanced Graphics and tap to the left or right on your joystick to toggle vertical sync to on. Then hit Accept, use current settings, and the Start button if on controller, or backpedal to back and resume on keyboard. Now we'll start testing lag on your computer. Lag abuse, or FDT, frame rate dependent tricks, is a powerful tool frequently used in this game. We need to figure out how it works on your system. So, boot up your game, and although this will sound dumb, Alt-tab out and back in the game 20 times. If at any point you get a white screen, chances are you'll need to use admin clips. White screens can happen at any point while Alt-tabbing or lagging your game, and make the game unplayable, which can easily ruin a run. If this does happen, you need to forcefully close the application. If you didn't get any white screens, skip to the next section, but if you did, let me introduce admin clips. By using Cheat Engine, you can not only perform this piece of tech, but also utilize the LEGO Batman demo for training specific levels and glitch hunting, mentioned later. First, exit Batman and launch the Steam app. In the top left corner, go to Games, View Games Library, and then select LEGO Batman. Click this cogwheel here, and then Properties. Under Launch Options, type -windowed in all lowercase. Then tap below it, and exit to save. When you launch again, you should be playing in windowed mode. Drag a corner of the window inwards to adjust the size. With your game open and in windowed mode, go to a browser and search up Cheat Engine. It should look something like this. Download it. Make sure it has a shortcut on your computer. When you try to open it, you should get a prompt asking you if you'd like to run it as administrator. Choose No by hitting spacebar. Press Alt-Tab, but hold Alt. Then press Tab until Lego Batman is highlighted. Then release Alt. Your game should have black screen for a split second. If so, congratulations, you just performed your first admin clip. Try resting your mouse over Cheat Engine, double click, hit space, then Alt-Tab into the game. When you tab back out, your cursor is directly over Cheat Engine, where you can do the same thing again. Instead of double taps, you can also do Window key, D, Enter, Spacebar, and Alt-Tab back in. Just be aware that if you have Live Split open, you may want to open that as well as Batman. The last thing this video will cover is setting up the debug menu in the Lego Batman demo. The debug menu is not needed and does require quite a bit of work, but is extremely helpful to those who struggle in certain levels, as you can gain infinite height of any character and teleport to really any location in story or free play. In the description, I've linked Guildmaster's Google Drive folder, which has the modding folder in it. From here, right-click Modding next to Shared with Me, and hit Download at the bottom of the list. 4 separate folders should start downloading. It'll take a little bit to install these. In the meantime, make a folder and call it something like Batman Demo. We'll access the application from here. When all the folders are done downloading, you'll likely want to extract each one separately. The order of extraction does not matter. Make sure the destination folder is set to Batman Demo though. You also get a prompt telling you that there are already files with the same name in this folder. Just hit skip these files. After that's finished, repeat the process for the remaining 3. Done? Now click the Lego Batman Demo application towards the bottom. It may not launch immediately, so give it a few tries and eventually it will load. When you start it up, there will only be the Options and Quit text boxes visible, but you should hear 2 additional selections above when scrolling to them. There's supposed to be the hero and be the villain, but since we've modded the demo a bit, it won't show. Choose either one and tab out of the game. Now, launch Cheat Engine normally, which means select Yes when it asks to run as administrator, and hit the flashing green or red box at the top. Choose the Lego Batman demo icon and hit Open. Now what you need to do is hit Add Address manually. Type 00AD8CC2 in all caps and hit OK. Do this again, except change the last digit on the second set from a 2 to a 4. Once that's done, right-click the upper address and click Set Hotkey, where you'll create a hotkey and hit a hotkey you'd like to debug with. For example, numpad period. Below it, change toggle freeze into set value to and make it 38. Hit apply, OK, do the exact same thing for the lower address. Lastly, make sure you save this cheat table by clicking the floppy disk icon and save when prompted. This way, you don't need to enter the addresses again every time you start Cheat Engine. Nice job, you set up the debug menu. If you Alt-Tab back into the Batman demo, pause and hit the hotkey you set earlier, which is likely numpad period. From here you can scroll to whatever you want. Go to Area allows you to travel to any room in any level. Go to Loose Area lets you select a general location in the hub world to travel to, including the bonus levels. All of these can be practiced in story or free play, which can be toggled respectively in the menu, as such with infinite height, and level doors, or developer-only doors. Or free view camera. Big thank you to Guildmaster for providing us with the debug menu in the first place. Without him, we wouldn't have found many modern day skips, collectibles, and more. Alright, that's it. Thanks for tagging along this lecture. If you head over to part 2, I'll start introducing the last bits of setting up a run in-game, as well as the actual mechanics used. Until then, have a good one. From yours truly, No KO.